We are live speaking Power BI, speaking Power BI, speaking Power BI live. Tonight I just want to go through some things just to show you where information is, where the free information is, right? I'll be taking you through my YouTube channel to where you can be able to create where you can go through and you can create your own Power BI reports for free and build out your portfolio for free. And you can download Power BI Desktop for free, right? At least as of the recording of this video, all of these things you're able to do for free. Now I am going to show you my book where the six-figure cheat code, where you are going to be able to get an understanding of how you can get a Power BI position, pivot into Power BI, pivot into tech, and not necessarily have imposter syndrome. Okay. In addition to, I'm holding my Power BI live event in Dallas on May 1st and 2nd. Going to be giving you the full rundown on that information. So with that said, if you're interested in Power BI, you're interested in how to learn Power BI for free. If you're interested in learning Power BI within community, within course, hey, stick around for the next few minutes. We're going to go through all of that and more. So let's go ahead on. Let's jump right on over into what we are here for tonight. Testing. There we go. Sorry about that. Some of you guys out there on YouTube, you may have missed part of what I was saying because I think the wireless had gone out, but that's okay. Got to back up. We're back in action, baby. So, where I'm going with that, the Power BI on the internet on what's called Power BI service. I don't suggest using Power BI service because, well, let me back up and say it a different way. You do have to use Power BI service ultimately when it comes to building Power BI reports, but I don't suggest building Power BI reports on service because it's not as robust. There are a lot of things that you can't do. I don't like using the word can't. There are a lot of things you're not able to do on Power BI service that you are able to do using desktop on a PC. So again, using I hear you. Okay, cool. You hear me. Welcome. Okay, Sean, you hear me. Thank you very much. So the reason why I did that is because we're live on YouTube as well, and my microphone that goes to YouTube, I believe it was out. Unless you're out there, unless you see me on YouTube as well, because you can go to YouTube and you'll be able to see the presentation that I'm pulling up. The presentation, well, let me say the presentation, but the video that I'm pulling up here is on YouTube, and I'm at Power of the BI on YouTube, so you can actually see what's going on before the video that I'm, the video that I'm speaking on. But anyway, so let's keep moving. So here's the deal: Power BI Desktop. Don't use Power BI Desktop you're not able to use Power BI Desktop on a PC. You can't, on any other operating system other than a PC. But go over to Google, put in Power BI Desktop. It'll bring you the first link that I put in. It brought me right over to the Microsoft to the Microsoft official page. Click download, and voila, you are in the Power BI world. Now, so here's the thing. I get some nasty messages every now and then saying, hey, you need to teach something other than technology because AI is going to take over technology here. So, you're really wasting your time, young brother, boom, 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 whoop-de-whoop. Listen, here's the thing. When it comes to AI and when it comes to Power BI, right? If you know how to use AI efficiently within the realms of Power BI, you're going to be a better developer. And that's not just with Power BI. That's pretty much with anything. If you are let's say a receptionist, and you're not able to use AI in your job, it's going to probably be a problem. But if you're able to use AI in your job, you're going to probably become better, right? So that goes all the way from, being the receptionist to being the CEO of the company. If you're not able to use AI, you're going to probably have a problem on your job. So where I'm going with that is AI and BI, artificial intelligence and business intelligence, because BI is the acronym for business intelligence. They're going to come together. They work together. Right now, if you had asked me 6 months ago, what was the role of AI currently in BI, it wasn't there yet. Right now, I use AI all the time, all day now on the job when it comes to Power BI. Now, but at the end of the day, what I will tell you is you can build business intelligence reports without by using AI, but you're not going to build robust business intelligence reports. They're not gonna be dynamic. They're not gonna be super static, but they're gonna be dynamic. They're not gonna be dynamic, right? So in order to be good at this, or to become good at this, you do have to understand how you can utilize artificial intelligence. Now, that is what it is. So for those of you guys out there that are spooky and spooked away by artificial intelligence, hey, it's fine and dandy. For those of you guys out there that understand that artificial intelligence is not going anywhere, and no matter what the role is in your company that you're in, or what type of company you own and you're trying to make money from, consulting, contracting, whatever the case may be, if you don't have artificial intelligence in the company, it's gonna probably be an issue. I'm gonna leave that alone. But anyway, so this is how you actually get hold to Power BI desktop, and you can download it and you can go out there and start building out Power BI reports. Now you say, well, T, I really don't understand, how to build a Power BI report. I'm really not into, I really want to do it. I really want to do it, but I really don't know how to do it. That's great. And I'm going to show you something else here. I'm going to show you something. Now that you've downloaded Power BI desktop, I am going to show you now how to learn Power BI. Let's see here. I had it up. That's okay. I know how to type real fast. And when I type, I am going to just go over to YouTube. I'm going to say, view your channel. And when I go over to YouTube and I search Power of the BI, voila. When I search Power of the BI, voila. Look what happens. That is the Power of the BI YouTube channel. Now that you've downloaded Power BI Desktop, and you say, hey, how can I build a Power BI report, right? Let me make this screen just a little bit bigger for myself so I can see what's going on. Now that you've made a Power BI report. Now, for those of you guys that are out there on Instagram, again, you can't go over to YouTube, and we are live on YouTube at this point, and you can go over to YouTube and search Power of the BI. This channel should pop up, and you will see I have over 600 videos that are out here on YouTube, over 600 videos on YouTube, but that's just on the home page. I'm gonna come to videos. Now, these are all videos that I have, these are not all of the videos, but these are videos that I've created, right? But what I wanna do, so I've got a lot of different videos, creating different visualizations. Here we've got line charts, pie charts, the data modeling section, but I am looking for, I've got several videos on here that go end to end. Oh, for instance, here's a video on how to create a real estate report. I mean, it's a full video on how to create a real estate Power BI report. Here's another one on how to create an automotive report. And I'm using real life scenarios. Now, the videos, the information that I'm using in here is not official data from the companies that I am speaking on, but it's simulated data of those organizations to where you can create a Power BI report, and you can create several Power BI reports to where you can create a portfolio of those. You can create a portfolio of those reports. And I'm just saying, you know, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, or 3 projects put into your portfolio, so that when you start interviewing for these companies, or you going out and you are trying to get these get these contracts for your business, because now you are a Power BI developer, you're able to build out these portfolios and have them build out these reports and have them in your portfolio, so that you can show the type of work that you can do. And I go end to end. I mean, I'm holding no punches. I'm going end to end. Here we are looking at how to create a Power BI report, a real estate Power BI report. Here we have an automotive Power BI report, which be any of the big automotive companies. Here we have an energy company. Here we have an airlines, to where we built out a Power BI report that you can use for your portfolio. Let's see, start to finish. Pharmaceuticals. If you're in the pharmaceutical business, or you want to get into pharmaceuticals, and I'm talking about legal pharmaceuticals, not street pharmaceuticals. Maybe that was a bad joke. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Mobile device, cell phones and, gadgets like that. Power BI reports. We've got at least 5 in a row right here, to where there's several other reports in here that spread out in different places, but there's 5 in a row right here real quick that you can build. I'm going to say 2 to 3 reports from end to end. You're downloading desktop for free. And you're building out these Power BI reports for free, because this is where we are. They're right here. The Power BI reports are right here. Just come over to YouTube, go to Power of the BI, and these reports are here. Now, you say, well, T, now I done built out these reports, and I don't, I'm still not sure. I can build the reports, but can I really make 6 figures? Okay, so I've got something else for you. Don't leave me. I got something else for you. Let me close that out. And that's 100% free, right? I got something else for you. What I'm saying is, these jobs are out here, and I want people to get these jobs, right? So what I did was, I created a cheat sheet. I've got a book out here, over here, and I'm not even trying to push the book, right? I'm not trying to push the book. What I'm telling you is, if you have a lack of confidence as of, completing the Power BI reports, hey, go over to Amazon. I've got a cheat sheet, and the cheat sheet is called a 6-figure cheat code. Now, what does that really mean? What I did in the 6-figure cheat code is, I've outlined what it takes in order to pivot into a Power BI career. Given that, you may be an accountant, you may be in marketing, you may be a receptionist, you may be an auto mechanic, but now you've learned Power BI, you kind of want to transition into the tech arena, and you are interested, but you still don't have a whole lot of confidence as to, can I go out there and get these Power BI jobs, right? My answer to you is, you can. And if you do, if you build out a portfolio like I just mentioned, with 2 or 3 reports, and building them out from, I'm going to say definitely from the reports that I have out here on YouTube, you're Power BI ready. Once you get to 2 or 3 of these reports, you've covered a wide gambit of situations and things that you will be faced with on the job. Now, I get it. There's going to be a lot of things that you will be faced with as well, or that you can be faced with as well. Or the job could be a lot easier, because I throw a lot out there when it comes to these reports that I have out here on YouTube. But you can come over to Amazon, and you can buy my book, 6-Figure Cheat Code. And at the end of the day, it's giving you the outline and the structure of what it takes to be successful on the job, so that you don't walk around with, what do they call? I forgot what they call it, when you feel like you are not really worthy of a position or a job, or you don't think that you have done what you needed to do. I forgot what it's called, But at the end of the day, it's in the book, and I've outlined what you need to do in order to be successful. Okay. Now, here's the deal. Some people say, hey, I really need some hands-on training because I am not necessarily good with teaching myself and things like that. And when it comes to hands-on training, you know, I'm not going to tell you that this is a sales video, but, you know, life is sales. It is what it is, right? So at the end of the day, you know, I do a webinar on Thursdays. I do a webinar every Thursday from 7:30 to 8:30, no, from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I do a webinar 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. The webinar is totally free. Really, the webinar is totally free. It's only an hour, and we talk about all things Power BI. Sometimes I have a topic that we'll talk about for the day, and sometimes, you know, I'll just go through some of the things that, you know, individuals are asking about, talking about, and, you know, may have questions about on-the-job experience. Several of my mentees may have particular questions that they are having with on-the-job experience or on experiences or different types of scenarios that, you know, may be projected if they were not prepared for. So that's what we do on Thursdays. Now, in order to participate in the Thursday webinar, what I would say first is this. If you would like to participate in the Thursday webinar, comment the word webinar. Again, if you would like to participate in the webinars, comment the word webinar, and I will send you the link to become active in our community, because you do have to be active in our community. When I say active, it's just a matter of having access to our email newsletters that I send out maybe like once every 10 days. Most of the time I forget to send them out. I want to send them out once a week, but I be forgetting. I do have an automation process to send it out, but I really like to have my personal touch on it because there's some things I just like to say and not just have it automated like a robot. But I send out a weekly newsletter, but it's really like every 10 days, to be honest. So comment the word webinar and we'll get you on the newsletter list. Now, here's the thing. When you get the newsletter, you'll see, you know, the reminders for the Thursday webinar, but also you have to send me an email once you decided that if you want to participate in the Thursday webinar, you got to send me an email, and the email is in the newsletter. But so you have to send me an email to say, hey, T, I plan on coming to the Thursday webinar. Because here's the deal. If there's nobody showing up on Thursday webinar, you know what? I'm not showing up either. I already know Power BI. I mean, not trying to be funny, but, you know, I know people have things going on. People are doing things. Imposter syndrome. Thanks, Sean. Imposter syndrome. That's exactly. Cats out there be, you know, feeling like they're not worthy. And I'm telling you, if you get Power BI from me, you worthy, baby. But so you don't have to worry about feeling like you don't know. You don't have to think you got imposter syndrome. But at the end of the day, the webinar is free. The webinar is 100% free. But I don't want to just show up to the webinar sitting on the call, waiting on somebody to show up. I got some other stuff I want to do too. And like I say, the webinars on Thursdays, I'm a football fan. So the webinar during football season is in the middle, is probably at the top of the third quarter of the football game on Thursday night, right? And, you know, look, I would much rather be watching Thursday night football if nobody wants to talk Power BI. But if somebody's out there saying, hey, you know, I'm interested in Power BI and I got some questions, I'm making myself available. Now, side note, if anybody out there is interested in buying a football team, I'm trying to put some investors together to go out to the Houston Texans. I'm a Houston Texans fan, and I want to buy the Houston Texans. Do I have $250 million or $1.2 billion? Nah, but I think we can put that money together. I digress. I'm for real though. But anyway, and again, other sporting events, basketball's on Thursday night. You know, I got stuff I want to do too. But if someone wants some help to get out there and get this money, I want to help somebody go out there and get this money. So I've set aside Thursday evenings, 8:30 to 9:30 Central Standard Time, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time to have Power BI webinars. Now, the reason why I say that it's totally free, the reason why I say the YouTube channel is totally free and all that. Now, the book is not free. Of course, I think the book might be $20 or something like that. But at the end of the day, I have been speaking about my live event that's coming up in Dallas on May 1st and 2nd. Now, the name of the event is Power of the BI Live, where I'll be teaching hands-on 2 days in Dallas at the Omni Hotel, May 1st and 2nd. Power BI, right? Of course, I've got a 16-week course, but basically the information that I teach in the 16-week course, I'm teaching in 2 days, 8 hours on Friday, 8 hours on Saturday, May 1st and 2nd. I'm teaching information for 2 days. And at the end of each day, we're going to have a nice little social event. I think some of you guys will send me information in regards to, how I spit that out. But I'm not going to go into that right now. We'll talk about that at another time. But May 1st and 2nd is Power of the BI Live in Dallas at the Omni Hotel. Now, what does that look like, T? What that looks like is I am going to be teaching my entire 16-week course in 2 days. Now, do I expect for you to be able to understand, or let me not understand, do I expect for you to be able to comprehend and walk away with all the knowledge in 2 days that I teach in 4 months? No. So what does that mean? Those that participate in Power of the BI Live, are you on LinkedIn? Yes, I'll hit linked up in the information about LinkedIn here in a little bit. So I will be teaching the information on that I do in my 16-week course, which is a 4-month course. I'll be teaching that in 2 days at Power of the BI Live in Dallas. Now, I do not expect for you to fully comprehend everything that's going on or everything that we talk about, but you will walk away from Power of the BI Live with at least three projects in your portfolio. And I'll show you one of the I'll give you some idea of one of the projects here in a little bit. But I will be going through, but you will walk away with 3 projects in your portfolio to where you can either demonstrate to pivot into a Power BI career or take it to your current boss and show them, hey, you're ready for the next level, or go out there and look for a consulting contract. Now again, if that particular weekend is going to be the first weekend that you're going to really become introduced to Power BI, to be honest, you're going to really need the extra boost. So what I'm going to do is, for those that participate in Power of the BI Live in Dallas, I am actually going to throw in the 16-week course to the Power of the BI Live course, which is 16 weeks. I'm going to throw that in where you'll have access to that online for 6 months, so that some of the things that we talk about in the live session, you will be able to go back into the into Power of the BI Live again. So let me be very clear. Power of the BI Live is my 16-week course. Power of the BI is my 16-week course, and Power of the BI Live is the 2-day live event. So those that participate in the 2-day live event will have access to Power of the BI, which is a 16-week course. You'll have access to that for 6 months, so that you can go back when you have a brain freeze. Man, going live is kind of crazy because you don't get to edit out, drinking water and stuff like that. But it's all good. So you'll have so Power of the BI Live participants will have access to the 16-week course for 6 months, and all the things that come with it, which includes the direct mentorship from me when you have an issue on the job, or not personal, but questions that you may have. Whole bunch of other stuff. I'm not going to get into all that, not necessarily into the sales piece. So that's what that looks like. before I go into showing you some of the projects that you will be creating, or one of the projects that you'll be creating for your report, I want to answer the question on LinkedIn. So the question on LinkedIn is, are you on LinkedIn? The answer to that is, I am on LinkedIn. My name is Terod Robertson, and that's what I am under on LinkedIn. I do have a Power BI LinkedIn as well, but I'm not listed. Well, I do have a Power BI channel on LinkedIn, but I don't do as much promotion on LinkedIn. But if you want to find me on LinkedIn, you're welcome to find me on LinkedIn and send me a friend request. I think I actually have 2 different LinkedIns out there. The one that is my official personal LinkedIn is the one, it has big data as the background. As a matter of fact, we don't have to do all that. Let's see here. Let's see. LinkedIn. Let's take this down. Oh yeah, first one came up. Because I do have 2 LinkedIns. I just wanted to make sure I give you the correct one that I checked. The other one I don't really check the other one, so we'll talk about it. So this is my personal LinkedIn, and this is my business channel, Power of the BI. I did do a lot of posting on Power of the BI up until December. I really haven't been doing a lot of posting on Power of the BI as of late. I don't do a lot of so I do Power of the BI postings. Well, I do Power BI postings on LinkedIn. Not necessarily a lot of Power of the BI, which is a business, postings on LinkedIn. The reason being is I started receiving, when I started posting on LinkedIn, I started receiving a lot of business requests to do things with different businesses, right? One, to teach within their organizations, or teach their organizations Power BI, or 2, get gigs to come in to work for those organizations. That's not what I'm here for. What I'm here for, and to be totally transparent with you, I do have a gig, right? I do have a gig, but that's not what I'm here for. What I'm here for with my business here, Power of the BI, I'm trying to teach individuals. I'm trying to teach individuals Power BI, because Power BI, there are thousands of Power BI jobs that are out there, and there are not enough Power BI developers to handle. I mean, I don't know. I get maybe 6, 7, 8 calls a day on the average day. Probably 4 days a week, I'm getting 6, 7, 8 calls a day for Power BI jobs, right? Which tells me it's not enough Power BI developers that are out there. So basically what I'm doing is I am simply trying to reach out to individuals, not necessarily reach out to companies. So I got a lot of companies on LinkedIn that have reached out to me. They do have my contact now, and they reach out to me via messages. But I try to keep it real quiet on LinkedIn for the most part. Now I do post, I do have an app that I post. I have a Power BI jobs app that I post on LinkedIn, so that individuals that are looking for jobs, they can use that jobs app and find Power BI jobs within the jobs app. But for the most part, I don't really do a lot of posting and networking on LinkedIn for Power of the BI. Now, I am heavy on Instagram, I'm heavy on YouTube, I'm heavy on TikTok, and I do a little light work on Twitter. A couple other places that I'm trying to, get a little bit more visibility. But my goal right now is to help individuals learn Power BI, teach them Power BI, and then be able to just build that network, that team that's going out there and getting that money, baby. That's what I'm here for. So, what was you talking about? Oh, LinkedIn? No. So anyway, so Power of the BI Live in Dallas. Just real quick about Power of the BI Live. Nope, I just gave you all the information about Power of the BI Live, but it is going to be held at the Omni Hotel The space is going to be limited. So those that are interested in participating in Power of the BI Live in Dallas, we're going to be at the Omni Hotel May 1st and 2nd. The space is limited. So even if you're not sure that you're going to be able to make it to Dallas, what you do need to do, if you have some idea that you may want to come, is go ahead and go over to the Omni Hotel's website. There are 2 Omnis in Dallas. The one that we're at is the Omni Downtown Dallas. Reserve your room now. Reserve your rooms now, because FIFA World Cup is going to be in Dallas. We're actually, a lot is going on with FIFA now, but I know they're going to be in Dallas around that time. Actually, the Dallas Convention Center is connected to the Omni Hotel. Is it connected to, or is it directly across the street? I know it's directly across the street, and I think it's connected to the hotel as well. And they've actually converted the Dallas Convention Center into an international headquarters. So it is now actually not just U.S. or Dallas related property. It's actually considered to be international territory. So where I'm going with that is, that hotel is going to be hot. There are rooms available now as of today. I've checked. I've made some reservations myself. So there still are some reservations that are available. But if you're interested, if you even think you're interested in participating in Power of the BI Live, you at minimum need to reserve your room. And if you decide, hey, I'm not coming, stuff happened, not interested, whatever the case may be, I'm cool with that. But what I'm saying is, what you need to do is you need to reserve your room. But if you want to cancel later, just cancel it. But don't get in a situation to where you're not able to get the room or get a room at the Omni. Now here's the thing, there are plenty of other hotels in the Metroplex, so I don't want to oversell it. I'm not getting paid by the Omni to get you to sign up. I don't even have an Omni membership, right? They asked me, did I have a membership so I can get a discount because of the number of rooms I picked up? And I'm like, nah, I don't have an Omni membership. I'm not interested in Omni membership. I think it was 15% or something, so they could send me a bunch of emails, and I'm like, I'll pay the 15% because I don't want y'all sending me a bunch of emails, right? Anyway, that's what that looks like. But again, but if you're interested in Power of the BI, you can come over to my website, which is here. This is my official website. It is powerofthebi.com. Actually, you can try to make it as simple as possible. You can, down here it says click the image to register. So it says it's only $6.95. I'm going to click it and voila. And look what happens. It says, it's actually $3.95 rather than $6.95. So this is the early bird special. The early bird special is going to be going on from the time that we did the posting here, the previous posting, not today. I'm not trying to make it seem like I just did this today, because I didn't just do it today. This has been up for a minute. But the early bird special, I believe, is going to be going until March 15th. I believe the early bird special is going until March 15th. The $3.95 is the early bird special. But at the end of the day, you got several different ways you can pay if you want to, if you're interested. So where I'm going with that is, one, I've shown you already just in this video, you can download Power BI Desktop for free. You can learn Power BI for free just by going to my YouTube channel and grabbing those videos and just going through them step by step and building your report out step by step, right? And then if you want to look for a Power BI job after you build that portfolio, I've given you the book. I ain't say giving you, but the book is out on Amazon. I get this, the cheat code, the 6-figure cheat code. Just go buy it. If you don't like this, if you don't like reading, it's on Audible. It's on Audible. You can download the audio version, right? It's the 6-figure cheat code. What I'm saying is there are Power BI jobs out here, and I'm trying to get people just like you to go get that money, baby. Now, the thing about Power BI jobs is, if you want to work on site, there are plenty of on-site jobs that are available. A lot of companies are trying to get guys to come in to work, but you don't. It's not like being a school teacher. And I used to be a school teacher, so I'm not knocking school teachers. Being a school teacher is probably my favorite profession. 'Cause I enjoyed the kids, baby. Coach T loved the kids. That's what they call me. They call me Coach T. But at the end of the day, you can go on site. There are on-site jobs. If you like being around people, you like the social environments, the jobs are there, right? If you want to go in a little bit and be at home a little bit, the hybrid jobs are there, right? Typically what the hybrid looks like is 3 days on and 2 days, 3 days in the office. Well, it looks like a couple of different ways. It could be 3 days in the office and 2 days 3 days in the office and 2 days at home, 2 days in the office and 3 days at home. It could, I've been offered one job that was like 4 days in the office and 1 day remote. What I've seen to be pretty consistent is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays they've been pretty consistent. Not all the time, but they've been pretty consistent with Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for hybrid jobs to be in the office and Monday and Friday to be at home. And then for the jobs that are 4 days on, typically it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the office and Friday at home, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in the office and Monday at home. At the end of the day, what it really looks like is having a long weekend at home. And then there's the 100% remote jobs to where you can work 100% remote. Been there, done that. It's been great. Let's connect. Sean. Okay, cool. It's the 100% remote jobs are great. I've had 100% remote jobs. To be honest, I've had 2 and 3 of them, 4 even at the same time, and was able to travel internationally. Was over in Turks and Caicos, in Cancun. I mean, yo, it's crazy. Now, the crazy thing is when you're going through TSA and you've got 3, 4 laptop computers, they kind of look at you a little different. They be like, what this dude doing? Or they like, check him out. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna say is if you end up getting a remote gig and you get multiple remote gigs and you travel via the airport, what I would say is make sure you get TSA pre and clear. If you get, and this is not a TSA pre and clear endorsement, but if you get TSA pre and clear, 9 times out of 10, I did get checked once, but 9 times out of 10, you know, one, your laptops are in your suitcase and you don't have to take them out and you can just keep moving through security. But if you don't have TSA pre and clear, they're gonna make you take out all your laptop computers, all your iPads, the whole 9, take off your shoes, and it gets crazy. It's gonna cost you, I don't know what, $200, $300, $400 a year. I don't know, but it's worth the service. So I'm gonna say get TSA pre and clear. That's a whole nother conversation. Now, with Power of the BI Live, just give you some idea of what type of things are going on. So the bulk of Power BI Live is going to be creating reports, building that portfolio. Because at the end of the day, that's what this thing is about. It's about building out your portfolio. So in this particular case here, this is going to be a type of report that you're going to be creating. Now, I'm going to show you something a little bit more in depth here in a minute of another report. But at the end of the day, this is going to be the type of report that you're going to be creating. This is actually a stock report. It's not the Power BI Live is not about me telling you how to create a report to make the best decisions on stocks and crypto and things like that. I use stocks and crypto because there's a lot of data when it comes to numbers. When it comes to sports, there's a lot of, well, let me say it a different way. There's a lot of numerical data when it comes to stocks. There's a lot of numerical data when it comes to sports. And what I'm really trying to get you to understand will get you to be able to do with the data in Power BI Live and in Power BI is for you to be able to understand how to manipulate the data, how to create different visualizations within a report. And when I say a visualization is just the different visuals on the report phase, on the report screen. There are power tables and line charts and graphs and bar charts and pie charts and funnels and things like that. All of those are different visualizations that make up a report, right? So basically, this is a report that I created here. I believe that this is, I gotta make it a little bigger because I am not able to see it. So this is actually a stock. This is one that I use for stocks. I don't think I'm not sure. We may use stocks. I'm not sure, but basically, either we're going to use the stocks, or we're going to use crypto. So basically, this is a report that I did previously for cryptocurrency, just one that I just built out for crypto. Of course, just different crypto that we have here. We'll talk crypto more here in a little bit, but this is a report that I use for stocks. It's just a table with a drop-down list. Guzman, welcome to Power of the BI, Guzman. So this is actually just a stock table that I created with the KPIs for some of the bars showing positive and negative, being reds and greens. These are some of the things that we will do in Power of the BI. Again, the report that we are looking at in building out for Power of the BI is not necessarily the stock report, but the crypto report. I think I have it up here somewhere. Let's see here. Here we go. Now, this report here is what I know we're going to be building out in Power of the BI Live. This is the crypto report. When I say crypto, the cryptocurrency, right? Now, the reason why it's not as colorful and as aesthetically pleasing as the stock report and the other crypto report that we just saw is because this is a report that I'm currently building right now during live events, live videos just like this one on a periodic basis. Basically, we're gonna have 16 visuals on this report. And when I say a visual, again, each one of the different charts that we have, here's the bar chart, here is the pie chart, this is a table, this is a column chart, and this is a line graph. So we're gonna have 16 different visuals on this report. Now I know you're probably looking like, how am I gonna get 16 visuals on this report? Trust me, it's gonna be dope when we finish. But what I'm doing is I'm doing one visual per video, and we're doing live videos here. And basically I'm showing you how to create this report. Now here's the thing. One, I showed you, we have free videos on Power of the BI on YouTube where all you got to do is go out there, download Power BI Desktop, as I showed you in this video. Go back and look where that was. Then I showed you that you can go over to YouTube at Power the BI and you can grab those videos that are free and build out your Power BI report. In addition to, this is a report that we're going to be building out as a report for the portfolio for Power of the BI Live. It's going to have 16 visuals on it. And it's gonna be fat. It's gonna be dope. Even if I must say so myself, I haven't finished it. I'm only building it as we do our live videos. Typically, I've been doing live videos on this like 6:30 in the morning for like 30-40 minutes. But anyway, that's not here or there. Just letting you know that this is gonna be a report that's going to be in the Power of the BI Live. So you saying, hey, I don't really want to participate in Power of the BI Live. If you're showing me how to build a report, yeah, I'm showing you how to build a report. That's going to be one. And you can go over to the YouTube channel and grab two others, and you've got a portfolio now. And you've got the book, The Six-Figure Cheat Code, showing you how to get jobs, how to really maintain and understand the job situation. All of this stuff is free, man. What I'm saying is, if you want to participate in Power of the BI Live, you can. Guzman, Power of the BI Live is going to be in Dallas on May 1st and 2nd, where I will be having teaching 8 hours a day, Power BI 8 hours a day on May 1st, 8 hours a day on May 2nd. You can grab the front end of this video because I don't want to, bore anyone else with, that spiel on Power of the BI Live. But bottom line is, this is going to be definitely one of the reports that's going to be built out for your portfolio during Power of the BI Live. And again, it is this right now we are at 5 because this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 5 visuals on here. So we have 11 more videos of this particular report. So you guys are welcome to join in on this report. Again, I don't have a definite time, but it's typically about 6:30 in the morning that I normally do build out, have this video for, that I'm building out this video. Welcome everyone to a great start of the day, right? So let's see here. What else do we have? So we have gone through the YouTube where the videos are free. We've gone through the Amazon where you can get the 6-figure cheat code where it's showing you how to get the job, where it's telling you, what it's going to take in order to maintain the job, right? We've talked about Power of the BI Live, where it's going to be the live event on May 1st and 2nd. Now, the one thing that I will say again, if you are interested in participating in Power of the BI Live, the first thing you should do is you should go over to the Omni Hotel's website and you should reserve your room. It does not, I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter because I would love to see you in Dallas. But if you find that there's something else for you to do or you just are not going to be able to make it, at that point you can cancel your reservation. But the FIFA World Cup is in Dallas at this particular time, and it's going to be getting even bigger around the time of May 1st and 2nd. They're currently here already building out the international spaces. The convention center is connected to the Omni Hotel downtown Dallas, and now they've already made the convention center is already considered to be international territory. So where I'm going with that is, if you have any idea that you want to participate in Power of the BI Live in Dallas on May 1st and 2nd, you need to make your reservation now. And if you want to cancel later, you can. Now, if you say, hey, I plan on being at Power of the BI Live, go over to my website, powerofthebi.com. Go to the website, powerofthebi.com. There's a big picture in the middle that says Power of the BI Live. Click the image. Click the image. It currently says $695, but the early bird special is $395. Or if you don't like pictures and you just want to go to powerofthebilive.com, go up to courses and select Power of the BI Live Dallas. Again, the registration is $695, but the early bird special is $395. Early bird is going on until I believe it is March 15th. I believe the team has us up until March 15th. But with that said, this has been a great time. You guys out there on Instagram and you guys out there on YouTube, I really appreciate you joining in. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.